Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Rubber and Chrome. Today, we're kind of doing a day in the life. This is what I typically do every day to get my day started. I typically get out here into the shop, get things cleaned up, get a bike on the lift, dust it off. So, we're just gonna see what we can get into today and show you guys kind of what we do on a daily basis. Let's get into it. As you can see behind me here, we've got a project that we are working on, trying to put a flatbed on the S10. So hopefully we can get some of that cut and welded today as well. Show you guys what it looks like. Well, it was actually a little cold when I walked out this morning. It was 60 degrees. Now it's getting hot. I need to take this hoodie off. We are about to get started drawing out some lines to cut off some material on this 2x4. What we're doing is we're going to be coping all this 45 in the corners, cutting out and welding 2x4 to the inside here. So we're going to be drawing out and laying out all of our lines as to where our 2x4s are going to go and get that started this morning. Thomas should be on his way here pretty soon. So we'll see what happens with that when he gets here. We do got the iron head out. I might go ride her this morning. We're having battery charging problems. The generator does not want to charge the battery, so we're gonna have to pop it off at some point. Cougar, or the 76, she's doing really well. We do need to get her seat covered, but we did custom cut down the seat to look more and act more like a Saddleman step up. It's just a little step up instead of this big step up like we do on the Saddleman here, but at least gives you somewhere to lock in. So welcome to Rubber and Chrome, and this is kind of what we do in the mornings. We typically come in and clean up and get the shop set up, get some lights turned on, things like that. Lights plugged in. Yeah. Much better. All right, the mission for today is to get that flatbed welded some. Probably not going to finish that today, but the next thing that we could do, I've got some tools out for the mini bike. I'll explain to that to y'all. We're having issues with this mini bike starting over. For some reason the throttle is being pinned wide open. What we did is we actually have a redneck spring over here. This is going to get figured out. We'll probably bolt it to this screw. But that's keeping it at idle. So we should be able to fire this thing up today if we get some better fuel to it. We'll try to turn it over with a drill instead of the pull cord. See if we can't get some extra ugga-dugga on it. This fender's got to come off of the Honda Shadow. We need to cut out all of the inside of this. It's pretty trashed. The old taillight bracket, license plate bracket, all that is very trashed. So we're gonna end up cutting all this out, putting in a new plate to mount a taillight, and hopefully squeeze the sides in. They are definitely flared out. So just a little update for you there. Let's get started. All right, so basically the kind of jig that we made is with threaded rod. It's actually the threaded rod I use for the clutch tool as well. We're just using that to make sure that both sides bend at the same time, keep it locked in place. As you saw as we welded it, or when we welded it, we did the same thing. Now we're just gonna start heating up the bottom right at this piece of square tubing and bend it over about 3 inches from the top. Give us a good little at the top. And that is our rubber and chrome sissy bar for what we know fits an 83 and will also fit my 93. So I'm thinking this is probably gonna be able to fit maybe 80 to 2003 Sportsters. This is for those that want to keep their stock fender struts like this. Prism Supply makes a great sissy bar. Theirs is made with plugs so that you remove your rear strut, and they fabricated a piece that takes up the negative in the frame. So we went around that, and now our sissy bar works with the rear 2 holes of your stock strut. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Rubber and Chrome. We got some more work done on the bed, but it is getting late. So we hope you enjoyed this kind of a day in the life of kind of what we do around here on a daily basis. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new here, and hit that notification bell to let you know when we post new videos. Appreciate it guys.
We're out.
Peace.